Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 11th. Cara Robinson with you alongside our LPGA member Paige McKenzie and our Golf Channel Academy lead coach Travis Fulson, both in the studio, as well as Lauren Thompson, Matt Janella. Plus, we've got a couple of guys on site at Tranquillo Golf Club. A lot going on today, so don't go anywhere. But it's a Wednesday, and it's our third straight day of live golf in the middle of the week, guys. The Web.com tour, let's hope, comes to a conclusion today. A lot of golf still to be done, though, Paige.
There's been a lot of delays. They're going to be finishing up their third round this morning, and then hopefully we'll complete that fourth round. But it's so nice to be able to watch golf every single day of the week, and we've been so spoiled this week. I'm excited that the Web.com also has another tournament in Bahamas finishing on a Wednesday as well. So we got a lot of golf to look forward to.
And crazy conditions, right? I mean, incredible wind, 30, 40 miles per hour. I guess the upside for us is watching the best players hit shots, you know, hit creative shots, right to left shots, left to right, keep it down, up in the air. And of course, we talked about it yesterday, navigating the wind. But it's fun to watch these guys be creative in these kinds of conditions and hit great shots.
Couldn't agree more. Nicholas Thompson currently the only guy under par. He's only completed one hole of his third round. He's got an awful lot of golf to try and play today. We've got plenty more of that to get into. But for now, let's say good morning to Lauren Thompson.
Good morning, Cara, and good morning to all of our viewers at home as well. Some things to let you in on moving into this Wednesday. Top stories now. In the overnight hours, you can catch Rory McIlroy make his first start of 2017, and it's happening at the BMW South African Open. The four-time major champ enters the week as the top-ranked player in the field. He's grouped alongside the defending champ Brandon Stone and George Coetzee. Someone else, though, kicked off the year with a three-shot victory. Your SBS Tournament of Champions winner Justin Thomas, who will now attempt to make it two in a row this week at the Sony Open in Hawaii. You can catch that coverage starting tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Golf Channel. Also, part of this busy week in the game, though, the Latin America Amateur Championship, which is a joint initiative between the Masters Tournament, the USGA, and the R&A to grow the game. The winner of the event at Panama Golf Club will receive an invite to Augusta National to play in the Masters itself. Then to something that kicked off on Sunday. We were talking about at the top of the show, the first event of the season for the Web.com tour, the Bahamas Great Exuma Classic, which has been plagued with bad weather and very high winds. The third round was suspended due to darkness as Nicholas Thompson remains the only player under par. He holds a two-shot lead over Canadian Corey Connors, and that coverage continues today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Starting tomorrow, though, is a growing event we've been prepping you for all week long here on Morning Drive, and we are now on the eve of the action. All of it starts actually on Friday as we move you out on site to Damon Hack and Charlie Reimer not too far down the road. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, LT. Welcome to the Diamond Resorts Invitational benefiting the Florida Hospital for Children. Big timer. Good morning. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward, Damon, to this event because if you look at the field, not only do we have PGA Tour champions, we've got stars from the LPGA, the celebrities that are here, it's an amazing group of celebrities. They love golf. They love people. This event is going to be a lot of fun. And if you take a look at some of the pairings we got a Hall of Fame pairing in Colin Montgomery, John Smoltz, and Tom Glavine, all members of the Hall of Fame. And my favorite that we're going to see on the golf course, John Daly, who thinks he can sing, playing with a couple of actual singers, Colt Ford and Jake Owen. Colt Ford's got a new album coming out next month. He sent me an advance copy. It's going to be really good. He's a heck of a player. And Jake Owen has an album that's been out, I guess, about 5 months now that's absolutely killing it. And he's a heck of a player. So not only do these guys have a lot of personality and girls, but we're going to see great golf as well.
And it's a unique format. You have some 50 celebrities and athletes, some 30 members of PGA Tour champions. There's also 4 LPGA major champions in the field. Brittany Lang, Brittany Lincecum, Brooke Henderson, Lexi Thompson, and Brittany Lincecum will join us a little bit later. Why do these athletes and celebrities love this game so much?
You know, we're going to get a chance to talk to some coming up, including Michael Waltrip. But I think for a lot of the stars, this getting out on a golf course like this is a nice escape for them, and they find that they really get hooked on it. And one of the coolest things about being a touring professional is you get to meet and become friends with a lot of the folks that are stars because they like what you do for a living.
Golf here in Orlando, golf also in South Africa. Rory McIlroy making his 2017 debut. We all remember what happened 4 years ago. He changed golf clubs to Nike. Didn't go so well. This a different vibe here. He's with his good buddies, Ernie Els. Of course, Ernie played in the Irish Open last year. Now Rory doing his friend a solid alongside Sir Nick Faldo. But this time he's got a hodgepodge of golf equipment as opposed to what he had in 2013.
He does. And last time he made a change, this was the signing of Nike.
The laser light show.
Nike. Yeah, Rory looked a little bit uncomfortable, and he changed everything in his golf bag. Pulled out all the clubs, including changing the ball, and we saw him uncomfortable on the golf course. I think it's going to be a little bit different situation for him this time. These were some of those shots that first week where he really didn't drive the ball well. We saw him hit some big snap hook 3-woods. While I think this time around the change is going to be a little bit smoother, it's still very challenging because when you change everything in your bag, including the ball, you sort of lose that baseline. And here's what happens, David, when you're playing a different ball and you make a swing and you've got in your mind that, hey, that 5-iron should have gone through a window that you had visualized, and it misses it, you wonder, was that me? Was it the ball? Was it the equipment? What was that? But the fact that Rory's already done this once, I think helps him a little bit.
It is strange probably to the viewer that he played so well at the end of 2016 using what he was using. He, of course, wins the FedEx Cup and the Tour Championship, that he would change anything at all. It's mind-boggling, I imagine, the 20 handicapper sitting at home.
Well, here's what's pretty cool. If you're a 20 handicapper sitting at home, your bag right now probably looks a little bit like Rory McIlroy's bag, because most 12, 15, 20 handicappers, they don't have the same brand of clubs. The long irons all the way through the putter, the ball, everything in between. Rory sort of cherry-picked, going with some Callaway, going with some Titleist, a Titleist golf ball, of course, a Titleist wedges, an Odyssey putter. He looks more like the common man now. and you know, it's interesting to see a top player go that route, but that's just the way things have worked out for Rory.
All right, big time. We also have golf this week, the Sony Open. It's a great event. Great field. Jordan Spieth in the field. Justin Thomas, Hideki Matsuyama. Who are you looking at this week?
Well, I got my eye on Jordan Spieth.
Okay.
Remember at Kapalua, he closed with that 8 under par, moved up the leaderboard to tie for third. Would have been a lot better, but he had some big numbers. But what it tells me is Jordan is playing some good golf right now, and Wailea is a very good fit for him. It's a golf course. We've seen some long hitters win here. We've seen some short hitters win here. It's a very fair golf course, tough driving golf course. You're going to have to scramble a little bit, and that's Jordan's specialty. So he comes in with some momentum, and I think the golf course is a good fit.
A lot of golf going on around the globe, including here. The Diamond Resorts Invitational. Brittany Lincecum will join us in just a little bit. Right now, we send it back to studio to Cara.
Thank you, Damon. You mentioned that key word, diamond. There's a few diamond rocks in this studio, let me tell you, but we're going to have a little fun today, right? In honor of the Diamond Resorts Invitational, kicking off on Friday just down the road from us, we are going to compare diamonds to golf in the best way we possibly can by looking at the 4 C's of the diamond, Travis. You can see there, cut, color, carat, and clarity. He assures me that he can make each one of these relevant to golf.
We are. We're going to make them relevant to golf, and of course, you ladies, you have it, you know, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
You have it easy. You just accept the rock. It's the men that have to go research these 4 C's, and it is so stressful, I got to tell you.
I have no idea what this thing is. It looks nice, but that's all I know. So let's start with cut.
Well, cut, when you look at the cut of a diamond, right, you know, and they go in, and I'm going to do my best to be an expert here at the diamond, it's all about how shallow or how steep the cut is. And that really allows the color to come in. So it gives the shape of the diamond. And of course, you want to have good color from the cut. Now, when you look at the golf swing and you hear shallow, right, and you hear steep, those are all things that define the attack angle. And I want to take 2 players that are playing this week in the Diamond Resort, and I want to show our viewers what steep is in the golf swing. Now, this is Larry the Cable Guy here, of course, playing this week. A lot of fun, the comedian here, and we're going to take him up to the top of the swing. And sometimes, you know, we'll hear terms in golf and steep in the backswing where we see the right arm get a little upright. But really, concerning the golf instructor is coming down is where is the club shaft coming down? And you can see with Larry, the sweet spot is starting to get on top of the hands in transition. So that's very vertical or steep. So it kind of looks this way. The sweet spot's getting over top of the hands. And when you get steep, this can be very difficult from a probability standpoint in getting the path and the face to match up. Maybe gets away with the short irons, Cara, but as the club gets longer, a little bit more difficult. So as he comes down here, it'll swing through.
So he struggles with really coming down over the top, something that Yeah?
Sometimes, yeah, when you get steep, you can get over it a little bit, right? Usually steep will lead to a path that's working too much out to in.
Okay, now let's look at the opposite idea. This is John Schmaltz here. He's playing in the field as well this week.
Right, so here's John Schmaltz, a good player, I think close to a scratch player. And when you look at John, he goes to the top of the swing. We're going to see a little different shape, right, at the top, where his lead arm is not as upright.
Yes.
Okay, it's a little bit more around him, a little more on the shallow side, right? I'm okay with a steep lead arm going back, but what we want to see coming down, watch John here coming down, and this is a good sign of a single-digit player, is as he starts down, you're going to see the sweet spot start to work behind the hand.
Right.
Right? So we saw Larry go this way, right?
Yeah.
And now we're seeing Schmaltz go this way. And that's really what you want to see. You want to see a shallowing out effect, the sweet spot falling behind the hands. And then from there, this really puts him in a great spot to improve his probability of a path and face relationship through impact.
Hall of Famer pitcher right there. He can hit a golf ball pretty well too. As we look at the split screen between these two, you can really see the difference now. And this ultimately is what we'd rather have.
I think so. Yeah, we want to definitely favor the shallowing out of the shaft coming down. Get the sweet spot working behind the hands. That puts you in a better position to get the attack angle in a more conducive spot, not just with shorter irons, but through the bag, right? That's what we want. We want to be consistent through the bag. And Schmaltz's technique, more than Larry the Cable Guy, seems to be more conducive from a wedge to the driver.
I mean, Larry the Cable Guy might have the better outfit, though, so he wins on that side.
That's why we put the red there, just in case it was kind of camouflage that gives.
Gotta love him. Many laughs on the golf course when you watch Larry compete, and that's just one of 4 C's of the diamond that we're going to be looking at today. For now, though, let's ask Lauren what's on our Wednesday tee sheet.
You got it, Cara. Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy, he loves to wear those tank tops out there on the golf course or cut up the shirts of some of our own in Studio AP. That's happened before. Today, though, on the show, we're also going to be bringing you some breaking PGA Tour champions announcements, including their season awards from 2016. The president of the circuit, he's going to be joining us live to make that happen. And we're also going to have a World Golf Hall of Famer jump in to weigh in. You don't want to miss that. Then we're going to get you zoomed in to the business of golf, because in 2 weeks, we're going to be live from the Orange County Convention Center in the 2017 PGA Merchandise Show. Dominic Chu, we love having him on the show, our CNBC Markets reporter. He's going to break down the business trends in the game and what you can look forward to seeing from that showroom floor. For now, though, we're going to take you down to the control room and Matt Janella. Hey, Matt.
Thank you, LT, and good morning to you. Coming up on today's show, we celebrate the birthday of one of the most beloved figures in all of golf. Plus, the designer of Waialae Country Club, the life and times of Seth Rayner. That and a lot more right here on Morning Drive.